Hello, my name is Steven Salazar, and I got a question for you. What do you believe is the most dangerous weapon? A gun, knife, or nuclear bomb? Many others and I have seen what miscommunication can do, whether it is causing an argument, a breakup, or in some cases, in American history, another war. I have witnessed the consequences of miscommunication when my parents had an argument regarding dinner, as my mother got home late from work once. By identifying how miscommunication can affect us as a whole, you can see how miscommunication can negatively affect the relationships and the world around us. Miscommunication can negatively affect the relationships around us by the mind interpreting things negatively and assuming worst case scenarios. Through misunderstanding, verbal interaction, it can cause an argument and affect the relationship between two individuals, whether it's platonic, familial, or romantic. Miscommunication can chip away self-confidence and self-esteem, as your poor communication can lead to feelings of anxiety, fear, and discomfort. By not communicating effectively, it can feel like the other individual is not listening and cause arguments. Miscommunication can cause more for error, leading to distrust. In an office setting, an office is not able to run effectively through communication as people do not communicate, leaving more room for error and thus causing distrust in the office. In doing so, if more errors are made, people learn not to distrust on a certain individual and if go on someone communicate effectively. Therefore, it is more important to be able to communicate properly. Miscommunication can negatively affect the world around us. For example, in the Battle of Trenton, George Washington and Joanne Rawls were fighting each other when a spy handed Rawls a note of the American whereabouts, but instead he put it in his pocket and never read it, leading to the American victory. Had Rawls read the note, the situation most likely would have ended differently. Vasily Artkrov, as famously known as the guy who saved the war, when he voted against the captain's nuclear torpedoes during the Great Cuban Missiles Crisis, the captain thought a war broke out when there was no signs of radio traffic. It ended up being miscommunication, and when the submarine came to surface, it learned that those nuclear wares had not happened. When Soviet Union leader Nikita Khrushchev went to a reception in Moscow, he spoke to the war, "My voz pokoronin," which American reports mistranslated, "We will bury you," instead of "We will dig you in." This led to more tension between Russia and the West at the height of the Cold War. In conclusion, miscommunication is important and can often scenarios in which it would have turned differently and communicated best effectively. And identify how miscommunication can affect us as a whole. You can see how miscommunication can negatively affect the relationships around us and how it can affect the world. As the quote seen here, miscommunication can lead to misunderstandings, which can rarely lead to anything good. Thank you.